I first encountered the word silence when I was reading The Rule of Life for the Community of St Anselm. It's not something I had paid any attention to, because all along for me in prayer, I used to understand prayer as a way to talk to God, and that involved saying words.
There were 2 points this year where we could have gone on the silent retreat, and I waited until the later retreat because I wasn't ready at first. And it took me a little bit longer than some of my other brothers and sisters to really feel safe in silence.
So when I arrived in the Community of St Anselm and we said we will have lot of time of silence, it was not a surprise for me, and it was not difficult for me because I'm a quiet person. And I really enjoy to be in silence. I think it's very important if you want to know God.
The retreat was unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. There was no performance, there was no outer Ellis on show, there was no on at all. It was just the rawness of where I was at. I think it's the closest I've ever felt to being the person that I think God meant me to be, like being really close to that person. And it was a really beautiful experience to be able to meet God in that place and to see more of who I could be in that place.
I have to go to L'Arche, London for my charity, so I go twice a week. And L'Arche, London is a Christian community where people with and without disabilities live together. And I have to face an imposed silence there because some residents are mute. I discovered the silence is not only the absence of noise, of sound, it can be a discipline to communicate with other people and with God.
Silence to me means being available to God, and so to me being in silence presents me an opportunity to come before God and offer Him my heart and let Him speak to me. That's what silence means to me. I feel like it's now a more clearer way for me to have a one-on-one intimacy with God, and I actually think it's something I've grown to love, and I think I might be enjoying more silence than I ever thought I would.
God is like inviting me to stop my activity, to spend more time with Him and to deepen my faith in reading the Bible, on reflecting on my days. And it's this way how the silence works for me.
For people who are going into silence, or those who want to experience silence, you have to really be attentive. And attentive does not mean blocking out things popping into your mind as you are in silence, because that is how God is actually talking to you.
It was almost like I met Jesus at the cross for the first time. It was almost like I found out about the crucifixion for the first time. Even now, I can't put into words what it was and what it meant to me to meet Jesus in that way, and how it changed my heart and my faith and my identity in who I am and who He is. And it was everything.